Hello? Is anyone there? We're live. We're live. Akidasta. Live paint opening. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you guys so much for checking out this live stream. This is, I guess, the first time I've ever done something live and used my real voice. So, how you guys doing? I guess you could call this a voice reveal, although I wouldn't really call it one. I don't know. Oh yeah. I see you, Poison. I see you. Okay, so today I'm going to be making Fire Force's newest opening, which is pretty cool. I can't show it. Okay, I kind of can show it on stream. Hopefully it won't get copyrighted, but basically this is what it looks like. Alright, so that's the opening. I think it's pretty cool. I was listening to the music today and I was like, dang, bro, that's some fire. That was a terrible joke. Okay, don't kill me. But anyway, how you guys doing? There's 4 viewers. This is awesome. I've never done a live stream with my voice before, so this is quite interesting. Actually, I haven't done a live stream in a while. So this is going to be definitely a fun ordeal. So I'm trying to figure out right now how to reset my grids because currently I screwed it up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm screen recording your lit voice. Haha. Get it? Lit. I get it. I get you. That was a good joke. Fire Force. So let's see what we got to do. So first of all, we're going to start off with the very first scene, which is this scene right here. So that's a pretty cool scene, honestly. If you go back in time, it's like a fireball, right? Erupts, goes through the stream, and then you notice that it's actually the character as he goes over the ocean and into a city, and then it brings in the title card. That's pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. I mean, that's pretty sick. So that's going to be pretty hard to animate, but I'm going to try my best. And we'll see how it comes out. So we're going to start off with this very first fireball. So let's go ahead and give our fireball a nice big fiery welcome. Haha. Get it? Fiery. Yeah, PK fire. So let's go ahead and just create like a nice... There we go. It's perfect. And then we'll just... add a little bit more effects. What else? Maybe a couple like... I think this is okay for now. We're gonna just fill this in with red, and then maybe a little bit of maybe a little bit of yellow in the center. And I think I'm gonna add a little bit of fire trail because I've noticed recently that I've been cutting back a little bit on my quality, and some people have pointed it out to me. And I kind of want to bring back some of that quality that was lacking in my more recent uploads. So hopefully this will look better. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of this and throw in some of this dark fire. So it starts off small and then it kind of gets bigger. The reason why I'm not going to be using a 3D model for this scene is just simply because it's super complex. So look how it kind of just explodes. To get that detail, you kind of need to do frame by frame animation. Otherwise, it just won't really look the same. It won't have that authenticity. So here we are, first scene. And we're going to go ahead and save this in a second. Actually, I think I'm going to drag this out a little more. I think we could use the we could cut off a little bit of time here by finishing up the rest of this meteorite, and then we're gonna crop it out using the magic wand tool. So I'm gonna go ahead and just finish this up like kind of like this. So there we go. And then let's make it a little 3D by adding some like fiery effects, kind of like this, I guess. So it's like a little bit of like a meteorite looking thing. And then I'll just simply remove the black background using the magic select tool. Is everything going okay? Is all the audio okay? It's the first time I've done something quite like this. Excuse me. So we're just gonna select this real quick, and then let's go ahead and save this as soon as I finish this. There we go. Now I can get rid of this gorgeous background. So now we got our fireball, right? So we got our first scene. Fireball explodes just like this. Kind of passes by, actually. It doesn't explode. So it gets closer to the camera and then it moves away into like a spiraling motion. So I'm gonna try to like capture this spiraling motion by, how should I do this? This is one of the fun parts about making a paint opening. You really have just the freedom of doing whatever the heck you want. Like, this fireball doesn't have to even be a fireball. I can make it water, just as the iron. Or I can make it 3D model or whatever I want to do with it, really. I think for this scene, I'm going to have it get closer. It's going to pass, and then... Yes, yeah, that'll work. See, he spins a few times. I don't know if I can really do the spinning thing, but I think, for right now, I can go ahead and just draw this scene right here where he's kind of just got a fire trail behind him. So the fireball passes, it goes down, it's going to hit this like nice stream of fire behind his feet. Kind of like this, maybe? Maybe a little wider, I think. Make it Senko's tail. That would be really funny, actually. I don't think it looks... Actually, you know, we could do that. Or something similar. I wouldn't do Senko's tail, but, you know, we could do something pretty similar. So, like, what if we... I'm thinking, what if I do... we're going to start off with, of course, the body. So we're going to get a bubble tool. And we're going to give him a couple arms. And I don't want to get into anything too in depth. I'm not going to make any 3D models because this scene, he's kind of twirling. And I feel like to really capture this momentum, you need to have a lot of, like... What's the right word? You need to have like a lot of expression, and in this case a 3D model would kind of restrict that. So I'm gonna just do what I'm doing right now, which is just my basic character, I like to call them. They're like my filler characters. So while I animate more complicated scenes, I can make way for or I can have an easier time to animate this stuff without having to spend so much time. So there we go. That is so far so good. I'm gonna go ahead and add a another blue strip right here, because I think this person has a couple blue strips, and then I'm just gonna copy and paste this a couple times, and then should be okay. I think this is a little thinner in the anime, so make this come out thin. And I'll double check it in a second once I make sure everything looks good. Actually, I don't like the look of that. Maybe I'll put it up higher. So let's see. There we go. There we go. That looks good. Hey, 6 viewers. How you guys doing? Thanks for spending your time out here with me. Really, really appreciate it, all you guys. So, looks like we're doing a little bit of like a zigzag right here. So he goes in. You can't really see his face. You can see his outfit. It's mostly black and a little bit of blue. Huh. I think we need to give this man some legs. There we go. Let's slap on a little bit of legs right here. He kind of is like... He's flying through fire. And when I think of fire, I tend to think of like Todoroki from My Hero Academia. And I just, when I first watched this anime, I honestly thought it was like, I don't know, I thought it was very interesting. I don't know if I liked it, to be honest with you guys, but it felt very unique in its own aspect, that no one's ever done something quite like this in an anime. And also that it was just overall, you know, it had a great animation style and had a pretty good opening, I had to say. I mean, definitely brings a smile to my face whenever I listen to it. I think it's really cool. So we're gonna just go ahead and do this, and then make the hat a little bit bigger so that it actually looks like a head. There we go. And we'll rotate this a little bit. Perfect. So this is my Fire Force character, my first one. This is gonna be the introductory character. He's gonna fly through the screen, do a couple of loops or something, and then we'll be good. So let's see it watch again. It's mostly the camera that loops, it's not him. And then he passes into the city, so we're gonna have to add a little bit of fire. So let's slap on some of this fire tail thingy right here. We'll go ahead and add a little bit of this. And since you said poison to make it Senko's tail, I think it'll only be appropriate if we did so. So let's go ahead and just add a little bit of extra oomph. And then we'll make these super long so that, you know, it actually looks like fire. It's kind of like, maybe a little more in. Kind of like this, I think, would be okay. Now I'm going to group this together, and now we got a character. And he's technically got fire. So we're going to group this, and I'm going to move it a little closer, just so it looks like it's actually coming out of his feet. And then this got to go down a little bit too, actually. No, whatever. That is fine. So then I'm going to slap on a little bit of liquid white. Actually, I think I'm going to do it more toward the end. I'm just going to draw a rough outline of what I want Senko's tail to look like, I guess you could say. I'm going to add a little bit of this right here. No one's going to get this reference, I guarantee you. When we start the opening and it plays, no one's going to understand what it is but you guys. So that's kind of like a secret, I guess you could say, between us guys. Sneak peek, Fire Force opening, yeah. I think this needs to be a little like jagged, just a little more. Okay, so I mean, you can kind of tell. I think if I spent a little more time on this, it will look a little better. I kind of want it like to look, yeah, it looks a little better. I want it to look a little more fluffy. There we go. Okay. Now we have the fluffy tail. And he's going to be shooting across the sky on Senko-san's tail. There we go. So then, this fireball. Here we have the fireball. It's going to go in. And then it's going to do a turn. Then it's going to go up. So I'm thinking that what I can do is with this one I could go ahead and remove this background, and I'm going to save this as an image and save it as a where is it this one. I'm going to save this as the fireball, and then I can go ahead and slap this on. So what I'm going to be doing here is using my editing software to make it a little easier on myself to animate this still image. Basically, it's going to start off as a small fireball. And then I'm going to just like basically motion track this fireball with the actual one so that it has very similar characteristics. So we're going to tilt this a little more, I think. So it starts off small. I'm going to go frame by frame. It gets pretty big here. So I'm going to enlarge this and move this over. It's going to be a little bit bigger. So there we go. I think any larger than... actually, this is fine. So here we go. Here's our fireball. And then it's going to go a couple more frames in. It gets really close. Oh, man. Poison, you don't even understand. This program hates me. It's crashed so many times. Last opening, I wanted to, throw my computer out the window. It was just not cooperating. It was so frustrating when you're working on it and you lose hours and hours of work because it crashes. It's terrible. So this part, it gets super close up. I think I'm going to just simply do like a small transition like this maybe. So then this is going to bring it in like this. Then we're going to have to move it out a little bit, I think. Let me check real quick. Yeah. So this turns into his feet, right? So then we're going to want this fireball to essentially basically just disappear. Roughly. So then here we go. We can go ahead and delete the rest of this fireball. And let's watch what we have. Okay. So that's when it switches from the fireball to his feet. I'll go ahead and make this not transparent. So this will be him. He's basically going to fly in like this. And maybe do a couple twirls or something. And then he can go ahead and be a-okay. Now, I was testing on this and it doesn't look as authentic, but I think it's going to be a little more true to the opening if we... Yeah. So I'm going to green screen him. Basically, I'm going to shake him like this while green screening him. And this is going to allow me to basically manipulate his movements a little more. So I'm just going to shake him a little bit, make him do a little happy dance. There we go. That's pretty good. Now we're going to go ahead and open up Vegas again. I'm going to save it just in case. Make sure it doesn't crash on me. So let's watch this again. Oh, shoot. I hear my voice. Let's delete that. So, there we go. That's a pretty good snippet. We're going to clip that. We don't need the rest. So he just pretty much flies. So does a couple loops. That's going to be pretty cool, I think, if I can capture that. So we're going to go ahead and open this chroma key here and add this. We're going to get rid of that green screen. Oops, wrong color. Once we get rid of the green screen, it's going to make a lot more sense on what we're doing. So we're going to just get rid of this and get rid of that. And it doesn't look like the best colors, but you know, I can always post-process a little bit of color correction or something. But that'll be okay for now. And we'll go ahead and zoom in like so. And essentially what we're gonna do, actually I think I'm gonna mask him instead, because this will give me a little more freedom with his movements. So we'll mask him, and this basically just crops away the background so that whenever I move it, see the background, the gray stuff doesn't show up. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And now we have, okay, one more second. Now we have practically a free-flowing character. So we can go ahead and watch this scene again. So it starts up close, so we're gonna start up with his tails, like so. And then the fire is gonna reveal him. So I'm gonna create another video layer, put him behind this, and we're gonna slap this guy right there. And then there we go. We're gonna zoom out. And we notice that he's already flying. So we're gonna go ahead and move this key just a couple frames before, and then we're gonna flip him like so, and we're gonna zoom out a little bit and then move him forward roughly, and then we're gonna go forward and he turns again, so we're gonna go ahead and rotate him again, kind of like this. And then he's getting smaller, so we're going to shrink him a little bit. And then we notice that he's finally finished the rotation, and he's starting to get bigger again because he's getting closer to the camera. So we'll go ahead and get the right angle, and we'll enlarge him. That's pretty good. I'll make sure I have like the right angle again. And the more keyframes that I add, typically it depends on the scene. It either makes it look more organic, or it looks more like less authentic. And I'm really trying to go for that in between, where it's like really authentic looking, but at the same time it doesn't take away from the anime and the whole entire Paint 3D like effect, I guess you could say. So he kind of, at this point, he's going forward, and then he kind of disappears into flame, and then he goes above the text. So what we're gonna do here is, instead of having him go like that, we're just gonna have him just go straight up. So he's gonna shrink like crazy and then just go right here, and then we'll make him just pretty much go off screen at this point while shrinking. So we'll just pull this keyframe back a little bit, and then let's watch that. So that's basically what we did so far. And altogether, it looks something like this. The more keyframes we add, the smoother of an effect we'll get. But roughly, it's like, kind of like I said before, it looks more natural. Just kind of let the software take care of it. So there we go. That looks pretty good, I think. We're going to go ahead and animate the text. So honestly, Japanese text is really cool looking, especially in this opening. I'm gonna move him to the side for now, but it's very difficult to draw. Like, the Japanese are just crazy. I'm American, so when I look at this, I see a bunch of shapes, but maybe in Japan they actually see something. But that's just kind of the magic behind anime and just that in general, you know. So when the text shows up, one's behind the building, a couple pieces like that, and then it snaps forward. And so we can probably do that. Yo, hey viewers, how you guys doing? Thank you for checking out my live stream. I really, really appreciate it. It's gonna snap forward like that. And then this back part right here kind of just disappears. And then it turns red. Okay. So what we need to do for this is we need to have a two-part sequence. So one is going to be the front text, one's going to be the back text. And then when they snap forward, the back text comes forward. We could also just mask, but I don't really want to do that. So what I think I'm going to do, actually, we could make a city scene. Have the city... I think I'm going to do that. So we're going to go ahead and start drawing some scenery. I typically don't like to use the color black when I do my animation, just because black is just too dark of a color. So normally black would be reserved for highlights or shadows or like the deepest, darkest parts of my opening or characters in general. But I use this like darker rouge color and it seems to work pretty well. I think it's fitting for this anime as well, just because it's kind of like fire based, right? So it's gonna give off a little bit of a reddish glow. So we see like what looks like I think is that an oil, a refinery or something. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's gonna be pretty difficult to draw. So what I'm gonna do is just draw a bunch of like containers. So we're gonna have a nice flat level ground like this, maybe a little higher. I want to actually a little lower because I'm gonna make the ocean. So here we have the base plate. On top of it, we're gonna draw like, I guess, a refinery. Actually, no, we don't have to do that. We don't have to draw. What am I thinking? We can do this. Let's see. We have some like darker yellow scenes, so I'm gonna just grab maybe some dark gray, and then we're gonna just block this out. So let's do this. On second thought, I think I can get away with maybe creating like just makeshift buildings, because in this scene you don't really get to see... Okay, that was really bad at the end. I think I'm gonna redo that. I think the scene is gonna be really overlooked since it's the first 10 seconds of the opening, and nobody really notices that it's a refinery, in my honest opinion. That's really bad too. Let's do... Oh, hi. Beautiful already. Thank you. We're working on it. It's going to look real nice when we're done. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and make some bigger buildings. Maybe add like an Empire State Building kind of looking thing here. And then add a couple smaller buildings and then one bigger building at the end. There we go. Now that looks good. Is it centered? It's not centered. Okay, whatever. I think I'm just gonna slap on another chunk right here and just make it A-okay. Perfect. There we go. So here is our beautiful building. We're gonna group this. And this, we're going to have to create, to correct my errors, we're going to create a dark blue water scene just right in front of it. It's going to go like this. Just like that. And that way we have sort of like a leading scene. So see how it has like all that reflection? This is going to be its own scene. And it's going to transition into the city. So then it has a little bit of water and stuff. And I'm going to add a little bit of shimmer, I think will look appropriate. So I'll grab a little bit of white. And I'll get like a size 2 brush, I think. I'm going to just add a little bit of like... Just a little bit of like reflection, I guess you'd call them. Just a little bit to show that it's like reflecting off the buildings, kind of, I guess, if that makes sense. I think that looks okay. And then I'm gonna slap a little bit of yellow lights on, just a little bit, to show that it is indeed a city. I think it needs one more right here. That's pretty good. And then we'll go ahead and fill this in like so. Oh, shoot. Oh man. I gotta go fix this real quick. So these little ends, because I didn't properly fill them, they're not like a solid object basically. So it doesn't fill properly. And it's quite frustrating. Because then it like autofills like that huge whole entire section, and that's not fun. So I'm going to go ahead and fill the rest in like this. And let's give our little friend over here like another window or two. I think that'd be cool. There we go. So here we have our nighttime scene. There's a little bit of blank space right here. And I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit of like a twinkle or something. I don't know. That doesn't really seem right. I think I'll just leave it. I don't like it though. I really don't like it. I'm kind of picky when it comes to stuff like this. I just it just looks upsetting to me when it doesn't look fully balanced. I'll just do this and there we go. Exactly. No one notices it, but I do. So it gets on my nerves sometimes. Let's see. So it kind of fades. It's interesting that the clouds behind the city, as you see, there's like light pollution, but then it fades into like this kind of dark, trashy brown. It's not a black. It's more like a, it's kind of like this color, but like kind of greenish-ish, like this, maybe? Let's try this. Oh, no, that's terrible. I think maybe a little darker. That looks okay. I think this is the color we're going to go for. It's kind of like greenish, but it's going to look really cool once we add a lot of this yellow. It's a really light yellow. So we're going to bump the thickness and like super lower the opacity so we can get like this nice nighttime scene. And then we're just going to kind of very, very lightly change down the opacity again. I'm going to do a second coating real quick, just so it makes sure that we like have the radiation and everything in place. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm going to fill in the gaps to make sure everything looks a-okay. There. Now that looks good. Oh man, that doesn't look good. Okay, there we go. So here we have the first scene. Now we got to add a little bit more of the what is this called? The text. Oh yeah, the text. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. So we're just gonna go ahead and save this one as an image as well. And then this is gonna be the scene one. You're a better artist than me. Oh, thank you. I guess. I honestly think that anyone can be a good artist if they put their mind to it and they try their best. Because all art is good art. No one should tell you otherwise. All art is good art. That is my motto. We all start somewhere, you know? And we, I don't think anyone should be told that they're a bad artist and be put down like that. But honestly, as I'm saying, I'm a parody channel, and don't take everything that I do so seriously, I guess you should say. My art is not the best, obviously, but I like it, and if you guys enjoy it too, that makes me happy, so that's cool, you know? So let's see what we got. He goes into the cityscape right here. And then this background is kind of doing its derpy thing. I think we can go ahead and throw this in. I'm going to lower the opacity just a tiny bit, just so I can see what's happening. I think what's happening is it's going like this, slightly, because he's rotating, right? So we're going to have to get this in the frame somehow. So here we go. Maybe not. I think what we can do. So if I was to put this here, what it looks like is like that. And I think this is okay. We can get away with this. So what we need to do is now have the text show up. So we'll hop back into Paint 3D, and I guess I will have to do a little bit of rotoscoping because I didn't think this through properly enough. Maybe not. Let's see. So the scene goes like this, and it snaps forward, and it zooms in. So we could have. Does it actually? Let's see. The text does. It's separate. It's a separate entity. Okay, so we're gonna delete all this. It was a nice scene. We're gonna go ahead and create another transparent background. We're gonna slap on this tool and then grab white. And then I'm gonna pull up this as a reference and we're gonna start drawing it. I think for Fire Force, I might be able to get off with something like this. I think if I just do a little bit of maneuvering around with these little particles, we can get away with a much easier time. So here we have this, and then kind of more down here. Looks like there's a triangle, so we're gonna do this, and then this, and then this, and then this, like this. There we go. I think this is okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this should be it. I'm gonna go ahead and select this all and move it around, and there we go. I think it's a little more squat in the anime, so I'm gonna go ahead and shrink this down a little bit. There we go. That looks good. Now we're gonna paste this because I'm lazy, and we're gonna save some time with that. Then we're gonna finish up the rest of the thing. So let's slap on this, and then looks like it's like a tree with like some leaves. And then it's like a house with some legs. I hope this works. Hey, that worked. And then we'll throw in another stick right here. And then... Oh my gosh! What is this? What is this? Oh my gosh. Okay, no. We're gonna have to cut some corners. That is nuts. Let's go ahead and just do this. And we'll make it like a bee looking thing. With a stick. Actually, no. I'm gonna do this right. There we go. That looks like one of the OK symbols. Like, got him. Let's go ahead and add a little bit of this thing right here. And then I'll add a little bit of like a box kind of thing. And then I'll finish this up with the last symbol, which looks really just like a jagged Christmas tree. So I think that's exactly what I'm going to go for. There we go. And I'm going to throw this behind the other figure so that it looks like it's one symbol. And then, let's see. I think this part right here needs to be moved up a little more. And then this little part right here needs to be moved down. And then, actually, it kind of gets progressively bigger as we go down. So I'm going to shrink this down a little bit. Oops. And then move this a little closer. Yeah, that looks cool. There we go. So we got our Fire Force symbol. What we can do now is I'm going to super enlarge this so it doesn't lose its quality. And then I'm going to save this if my game thing doesn't crash. And we'll save this as intro title card. There we go. What's up, Danny Wong? Thanks for checking out the stream, man. How you doing tonight? 'Cause I'm doing just fire. No, I gotta stop with these puns. These are awful. Oh my gosh. So we got the intro title card, and we're gonna slap it right on top of this. Well, this is one of the cool parts about video editing, is that you can do extra stuff like this if you need to. So basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm masking the scene so that the front building appears to be separate, like a separate image, and it isn't. That's the cool thing. So I'm going to like just kind of crop it like so, and then I'm going to zoom in a little bit so I can make sure this is properly done. Because with this one, I want to make sure I have as many points down as possible, instead of taking my sweet time, because the more points I put down, the more accurate of an image we get. Okay, so I think this is going to be okay. I wanted to mainly make sure that first tower in the middle was fairly accurately done. So we're going to have to move this in a second, because I need to see this last piece. So we're going to grab this last chunk right here of this building. There we go. And then I think I'll just slap this like so. So what this will do is it'll only, if I get rid of the background, notice how only the building shows up. It kind of like separates it from the background. It's pretty cool. Paint 3D is the only thing I got, Loa. I feel you, man. I feel you. We're all on that Paint 3D grind. Actually, did you guys hear about that update for Paint 3D? It's kind of terrifying. They're gonna get rid of, they're gonna get rid of a lot of 3D models on Remix 3D, which is the platform that you can like share 3D models on through Paint 3D. They're gonna be getting rid of a lot of them, so I'm gonna lose a lot of my old anime characters that I used in some of my past openings, and I won't be able to use other people's models, which kind of sucks because I liked seeing other people's creations. So I don't know what they're gonna do, but hopefully they'll come up with a better idea, because this is a little scary in my opinion. So this part means, see how like the text kind of does that? We can get away with this. I think we're going to cut another corner. We're going to simplify this. So I noticed that in the opening, so let's go back forward, it's every other symbol. So we're going to go ahead and simply mask this. Wait, let me make a copy real quick. Let's cancel that. So I'm going to copy this. We're going to slap this on, and we're going to paste this. So now we have two copies. The top one is going to be the first even ones, I guess you could say. And then the next ones are going to be odd, maybe. Let's see what symbol's next. So then this part right here, I'm assuming it's this part. This little bad boy. Oh shoot, I messed up. Let's backtrack a little bit. We're gonna slap this bad boy. Oops. Right. Oh man, I'm messing up so much. There we go. And then we'll grab maybe the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in the anime, yeah, that'll work. That'll definitely work. So we'll leave this behind, this behind. We'll be taking the B with the T for our next piece. There we go. And then all we need to do is make sure they're all combined. So I'll get rid of these previous keyframes, and so we only have the mask at the end. I didn't know that these videos required this much work. Yeah, man, these videos take forever to make. It takes a lot of effort. And so people that make paint openings, they have a lot of dedication and a lot of talent, I guess you could say. I'm not bragging about myself. I saw a lot of other paint openings and YouTubers that I respect, and they've done such crazy stuff with these videos. It's insane. It's absolutely insane what people do. I'm always just so in awe, and it's so cool. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and slap this, and let's show the first building with the scene. So looks like the text comes out from behind the building. I want to have... Oh. So the building is in front of this card. So we'll go ahead and create another video track. And we're going to move this building on top. So the middle thing... I tried to make a Paint 3D opening once, but it took like 2 days. Oh, I feel you, man. 30 seconds is always the first 30 seconds is like the first, the camel's hump. Look at this. We're working on this opening and we haven't even hit like 4 seconds. Oh man. We've been recording, we've been live streaming for 47 minutes and we've not even hit 5 seconds, guys. So to give you guys an idea of how long each opening takes, I'd say the average opening for me takes maybe 20 hours or more. But that's if I rush it. If I want to spend a lot of time like I am doing on this opening, anywhere from like a week to 2 weeks. To even a month. Depends. Thanks, Poison. I think if you were talking to me. Appreciate it. So we're going to head and move this forward. And I know how it kind of zooms in. So we're going to go ahead and enlarge this. And I think I want it a little smaller. But I kind of want it a little larger, actually. Because I did a lot less detail in the city than I'd like to. So I kind of want to hide that behind the title screen. I think it'll be funny. No one will notice except you guys. I've never watched Fire Force. What's it about? Fire Force? It's basically like, I think, okay, this is what my guess is, or my interpretation of the first episode. It's like a group of firefighters, or Fire Force fighters, and they fight like these fire demon dudes who pop out of nowhere, and they have fire powers. And the firefighters also have fire powers. And they fight the fire demons to save the city, but the city turns into fire demons just randomly. That's what I've got from the first episode. It's kind of confusing, but if you think about it, it just makes it more confusing, actually. So don't think about it. But I heard really, really good things about it. So I'm hoping that in the future, it'll come out much better. And it'll make more sense, in the future. That's typically what happens in anime. Best description ever for the first episode. Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm terrible at describing stuff, but that was my best shot at it. Let's go ahead and I think I'm going to bend this because it seems like I can't delete this keyframe. So I think this will be fine, whatever. And then I think I grabbed, let's check this real quick. So for this one, I grabbed up to the smiley face. So that means the house here is going to get taken. And then the last one, which is my weird lopsided Christmas tree. There we go. And we'll delete this one. Here we go. So that's all separated. And let's watch this again. So it looks like I screwed up pretty big right here. I think the keyframes are a little... I can't tell... Oh, this is not supposed to be there, so let's delete that. And then this title card, I think it's this one. Is it? No, it's this one. So this title card doesn't show up till this scene. So we can go ahead and delete this. And then the first frame will be this frame. And it'll be small. Kind of like maybe a little smaller. That'll work. And then it's going to get much bigger right here as it moves in front of the building. Yeah, the smiley face and house. That's exactly what it is. I'm just so terrible at interpreting and reading Japanese. Actually, I can't even read Japanese. What am I saying? I use Google Translate for everything, you know what I mean? I wish I could read Japanese. That'd be pretty cool. So let's see. That looks good. And then, since that only appears here, we can do this. I'll unmute this. And let me solo the main track real quick so I can see what scene it slaps together. So we got this. And as soon as it comes together, it'll snap forward. So I'm going to lay a marker, and this will basically just let me know when they all come together when I start modifying my tracks. And then let's go ahead and grab, I think it was this one. Right, so it's this one. This is going to be moved. Wait a minute. No, I'm tripping. It's this one. Wait, what? Wait a second. Wait a second. Why is this... No. Saying, but I also practice and translate and write it down. That's pretty cool. You know, I always wanted to learn Japanese, and I really respect that. That's pretty awesome. Yes, it duplicated. Whatever I did, it just copied itself. I didn't want that to happen. I'm going to go ahead and paste this on top. I'm going to delete this scene right here. So as you can see, it was exactly the same thing. So all that work was for nothing. Oh wait, was it? Maybe it wasn't. Wait. Control Z, Control Z. Maybe I'm really just confused right now. So this is that. Okay. So what went wrong? What went wrong? Okay, so this is the hidden symbols. So then this must be the new one. No, this is the hidden symbols as well. Aha! Wait, no. What am I doing? Why isn't it... What? Hello? Okay. I think I got it. Oh. I am so confused. I think I understand what happened. I'm just not the smartest tool in the shed. So what happened was, because I saw the first character, I thought it was exactly the same. I'm just not a smart person. So we'll go ahead and change this, move it in. There we go. And then we'll move the bottom one, which is this one. No, what am I... gonna lose my mind if I keep on messing up like this. Okay, so to make it fit, it needs to go like this. Man. This is seriously killing me. Oh, it's because it's too big. Okay. So this is the outside one. This is the inside one. No, it's not. This is the inside one. Okay. This needs to be bigger or smaller? Because the Christmas tree is the last scene. I think the last character. Yes. So this one needs to be smaller. Okay. Okay, so this is the one in the middle. The smiley face is in the middle. Oh my gosh, this is so complicated. Why am I doing this to myself? I'm so confused. I bet you guys are super confused too. Yeah, I am now confused. I hear you, Marley. I have to go in a few to rip me. Oh, thank you for taking your time to come visit the stream. I really appreciate it, Danny. Really, really do. And hey, I think the live stream might be live on the channel, maybe, in a few hours after I finish the stream. So you can definitely come check out what you missed. So thank you, and I appreciate it. And yeah, make sure you hit me up in Discord, man. That'd be really fun. I like to read you guys' messages all the time. You know, at this point, I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay, actually, I think I know what I can do. So we have this, right? And we know this is the big boy. I think I'm going to overextend this. And then bingo! Yeah, perfect. We're gonna call that the intro title card because I'm too confused. And then it's gonna snap into place with the red stuff and change its color. There we go. So right at that last scene when it snaps forward and turns color, it'll be sick. It's gonna be awesome. So right here it's gonna snap forward. So actually, take that back. I take that all back. Because we can salvage this. Since it's all behind this right now, we can snap it forward just like this. Oh, this is great, guys. This is great. What if we just throw this on in front of it? So it looks like it's doing a bunch of mumbo jumbo and then it just snaps. No one will notice. No one will notice. I appreciate it, Danny. If I could, I would watch it for a long time. I really, really appreciate it. That means so much to me. I really thank you so much. And thank you all you guys for watching this stream. And everyone who might possibly watch this in the future. So if you guys are watching this on YouTube later, thanks for watching. Really, really appreciate it. So we're going to just go ahead and I guess this is the best I can do because otherwise it's too confusing. I'm going to go ahead and just change this to red in a second. So I'll copy this and then it changes red. Oh, like literally right after this frame. So I'll paste this. And then what is cool is I can throw on a video FX, throw on a color corrector. And it's called red midtones. And I'll basically just boost everything to red as high as I can. And then I'm hoping that it'll look more red. There we go. Saturation. And then we need to turn the... There we go. That looks good. Now we're talking. So here we go. And then it just changes color like that. Honestly, I've never done that before, and I'm pretty happy that it worked. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you for checking out this stream. I've said this before, but I really, really appreciate all you guys so much. So thank you. All right, let's watch what we got so far. I think we're done with part... no, not yet, but we still need the backgrounds, but other than that... Oh, wait, this is muted. So the background doesn't show up till after he shows up in the city. So that's a little tough because he needs to be in front of the city. So what we're going to do is we're going to split this and we're going to create another video track. I'm losing track of all these video tracks. And we're going to move this all the way up here so that he appears in front of the city. And then we have this scene. And then this is going to get dragged all the way to here. Like so. Take care, Danny. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming out. Hope you have a good day, man. Okay, here we go. Woo! Look at that. That looks bomb. A firebomb. Get it? Ha ha ha. Okay, I'm sorry. So, as soon as we throw in this one water scene, the black is easy. We can do that easily. The water scene is going to be a little more difficult, but that should be okay. And then we could call it a day. We're getting close to a little over 1 hour. I think we just hit 1 hour and 2 minutes. So we're right on schedule. So we'll go ahead and slap on this dark blue. I think that's the color I used for the water. Maybe not. Well, when in doubt, I can always just open the file and slap this in. And then I can just steal this color real quick. So I want to make sure everything matches up. So there we go. And then we'll paint this. There we go. All we need now is a little bit of water ripples. This will be really cool. This will give it the illusion that he's actually flying. See how it kind of gets close and there's like a lot of water streams? Let's watch that again. So the light ripples start and it's kind of jagged. So we'll kind of just play along with that type of thing. And we'll just kind of do like just a little bit of I don't like that too much. Oh shoot. I think we'll just open like a little more light particles. No, not that much. What am I come on. G-force. I think I'm just gonna do like no, I don't like this. This is tough. Because if it's at a slant, it looks like really bad. I think this will do it. Yes. Now we're talking. Look at that. Okay, wait, no, not that little part. This kinda looks good. I don't like that big one. The little ones can stay. Maybe not. No. We'll call it that. And we'll save it as an image. Call it C. And then we'll go ahead and double make sure this is saved and we'll open the C. There we go. This will go below him. So let's drag this over. And then the fireball is going to be black until it passes by, which is right here. So as soon as it hits this, we hit the C. So the sea appears technically this frame right here. So then now he's showing, right? He's flying. He does a twirl. And then the city appears. So we need to make sure we have this out of the way. And then to make it really cool, I'm going to make sure this is like this, so. And we're going to just follow his motion, kind of. So he's really close to the water. So this will be his jet propulsion, I guess you could call it. And then it's going to... he gets really tall, so we're going to spin it like super close. So it looks like he's in the water. And we'll kind of follow his movements. So now he's coming back around. We can restore this. And then shrink it back down again. And we'll like put him like right here or so. And then we can go to restore this again. As he comes around, he's going to be kind of small. And at this point, actually, I think I'm going to transition it from here to like this. I think this will look cool. And then it'll hit off this right here. And then this will go off the scene. That's going to work. So watch what this is going to do. So basically... okay, that's kind of confusing what happens. And there's a little couple frames that I think exposes the screen before it's supposed to. Yeah, right here. So we need to fix that. We're going to move this a little bit more down. So that doesn't actually show the screen. There we go. Okay, that looks good. And then we're going to save this. And then what I think I'm going to do is transition it into the cityscape. So here we have the scene. The scene needs to come out of the water. So we have like a few frames to do this. Basically, we're going to hit the water right here. And then we're going to go like 3 frames in. Still he starts moving forward. And then we're going to restore the city. And then we're going to start zooming in a little bit. And then I'm going to copy this. All of these parts right here needs to be copied. So we'll click all these little keyframes. Copy this. And then we'll go to the top scene, which is the masked part. And then we'll just paste this on. And then this will create the illusion. Oh, shoot. Okay, that is not as smooth as I had hoped. I think we're going to have to move this underneath. See, look at that. Look how smooth that looks. So he's just going on the ocean. Then all of a sudden, he hits the city. And the only problem I have to do now is just move this and fix that. I think he disappears for a couple frames. Yeah, he does. That's because he hasn't hit this part. He kind of snaps, so I think there's a part that got deleted. Or maybe not. Oh, it's because it covers him up. So we'll undo this part. And then I'll just go ahead and clip this right here. So he flies up, he sees the city. That's an issue. So we'll go ahead and restore this. And then he'll just zoom in. There we go. Yes, we did it. Oh, we finally did it. Oh, that still looks so bad though when it just goes in and then it snaps. I mean, I just don't like it. It's too harsh of a transition. what I can do, I don't know. It's just going out and then all of a sudden it snaps into place. I think I could have like a flash, a film flash or something. Where is it? There's a transition. It's called a flash. No, I don't think a flash will be appropriate. No, whatever. Right now I'm just celebrating because we're almost done with 3 seconds of video, guys. Three seconds. All right, let's see how this goes. And then we're gonna remove this because remember when the meteor crosses, I want everyone to see the river, and I don't like black. Like I said before, it's just too dark and it doesn't really show the colors too well. So I'm gonna make it kind of maybe like this or something, like a dark aquamarine. This will be fine. And then looks like it turns black. So the screen turns black here. This is where I can use black. That's to emphasize certain points in the opening. And then there we go. Let's see how it looks. See, look how much it stands out. It just stands out so much. Actually, I think I'm going to move this over. It doesn't look right. There we go. I think that looks better. It just wasn't centered. So I figured why not move it a little bit. There we go. Hey, that looks nice. And there we go. Let's watch it again. I'm going to render this out real quick. Okay, I guess I don't have enough RAM to do that. We'll just enlarge this real quick. And presto. Ooh, look at that. That looks so cool, doesn't it? Oh my gosh. Oh. Yes. I don't like that. I really don't like the text. It just looks so bad. Like, what is the second text even doing? What are you doing? Which one is this one? I can't tell. Where are you? So this needs to be down below, I think. Which was the thing. So. And then it'll slowly up to here. They move together. So we'll see what happens. Oh, that's the problem. It doesn't snap together because it doesn't. It just simply enlarges. So I know what we gotta do. Okay, I'll move the keyframe here. And then center this. Basically, I believe this is the bottom part, right? The bottom one is gotta get bigger, but it's also gotta center itself. So like right here. And then this one right here. It's gotta move. It's gotta get bigger. And then it's gonna fit right in between. Maybe I gotta. Oh, that's right. One of them is above. I think it was the first one. Man, so complicated. So this one is gonna go above this. And then I mean, kind of works. Yeah, I mean, it's more of a smooth transition than before, I have to say. And then I kind of don't like it how it just kind of appears. So let's go ahead and add a little bit of a crossfade thingy. So it just doesn't come out of nowhere. Maybe I'll add a little more. Honestly, I seriously just don't like this part. This just looks so bad. So I might come back in a later time and just fix it in post-production, because I just don't like this. But I mean, it's better. Okay, it's a lot better. So here we go, guys. That's it. This is how I make my openings. Basically, it's just this, but copy paste it 500,000 times. I mean, it's no magic. It's just a lot of hard work. A lot of hard work. This is gonna kill me. By the way, I love this cover. It's so good. I don't remember who I took it from. Let me look it up real quick. Fire Force cover. It's where is he? Not this. Not you. I don't want to get copyrighted. Fire Force. Oh, this guy. Shayne Orok. This guy. Shayne Orok. He makes anime covers. He only got 4.3K. Go show him some love, you guys. This guy is insane. He makes such good covers. Like, just listen to this thing. Dude, this is so good. It sounds like almost identical to the original, if not better. So, shoutouts to him. I think I'm going to call it the end of the live stream. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of this off stream. Or maybe I'll do another stream if I find a really cool part to show you guys. But I just wanted to let you guys know what I've been working on. And, you know, just kind of the process. So I really appreciate all you guys coming out here and checking out my videos and my live streams. And we recently hit like 800 something. I don't know, dude. I've actually lost count. It's absolutely insane. You guys are crazy. So thank you. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Thank you so much. But with all that said, I'm Akidasta. And I will see you guys in the next video or live stream. Make sure you guys vote on the top right hand corner of the cards. But either way, I'm Akidasta and I'm signing out. Peace out. Stay lit.